you can win this car for just £1.99, and the draw will be just before Christmas. And if you want the cash alternatives instead, 15 grand, you can have that. Now, after months and months, we are finally back on the Ford Focus RS Mark II, and the reason it's been so long is I've been waiting for one stupid little part, a fog light grille that I ordered from Ford back in July, and still hasn't even turned up with no ETA, but I've managed to secure a second-hand fog light grille. Basically, it looks exactly the same, it's just second-hand. So that means we can now finally finish off the Focus RS. It was nice and frosty this morning, but she is looking sweet. Battery all charged up, ready to go, so she should just start straight up. And yeah, we'll get her started, get her up in the open, and we'll just go over exactly what we've got left to do, because there are other bits to do, but I didn't want to do anything more until we had the final piece to the puzzle, which is just the fog light. And now it looks like I'm going to have to spend many hours cleaning leaves up. Bloody hell, they're everywhere. Got my nice new little bit of trim there, which I don't want to damage. Let's just pop this back here. What a sound. Right, let's test out the old heated windscreen. Defrost. And while that's just defrosting, guys, I just want to say a massive thanks to everyone that's subscribed so far this year, and everyone that does continue to watch the videos. It's obviously much appreciated. I was just noticing through the analytics that there's been a drop off from people subscribing to the channel once they've watched a video. Now, I don't know if that's just because I'm not really promoting subscribing to the channel or not, so I thought I might as well just to give it a little mention at the beginning of this video. So if you do like these videos, guys, and you are not subscribed, please do click that subscribe button. Obviously, it just helps with the algorithm, helps with everything really, and obviously you get notified as soon as I release a video as well. So please click that subscribe button, and yeah, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing really. All you got to do is click subscribe. Thanks. Now, I appreciate it's been a long time since the RS was on the channel, so let's have a little bit of a recap just to get us up to date on exactly how we got to this point. So around about 9 months ago, I bought a really broken Focus RS Mark II in green, quite badly damaged on the offside front. Here's me thinking, what the hell have I bought? But it did start, albeit it made a really weird noise, which fixed itself when I removed the dash. Now, after revealing the damage, we found we needed a new top lock carrier, which I bought a new one here, and also needed a new bracket wedding onto the side. Here is me midway of painting the new bracket, and also painted the new top lock carrier, test fitting it all, getting the new headlights in, making sure everything fits okay, completely removing the dash and steering wheel, fitting a new dash and steering wheel, test fitting the new wing, having it like that, and also I've painted it since too. And the reason we have been waiting so long is in my hand, this little fog light grille here, which is going to go nicely into the bumper there. So yeah, a bit of an overview of what we've got left to do, and we have some wheel arch liners. I have 2 ST liners that we're going to kind of cut up and make into one RS liner, which is actually how they did it from the factory. So we're going to be doing that in today's video. We've got a little side trim there, which you've just seen, so we're going to be fitting that. We've also got our under tray to fit. We've got the bumper to fit properly. I only popped it on with one clip just to get it so it's obviously we could test fit everything. We've got the grille there to fit on the wing. We've got the trim missing there. We've got that's new. Scuttle panel back on. Badge to put on the grille, and also the interior. So we have an airbag light on the dash because my seatbelt pre-tensioners had been deployed. So we have new seatbelts for both passenger and driver's seat to fit as well. I think I'd already actually removed this chair pretty much, so because we've got to take the chairs out to replace the seatbelts on them, because actually on this the pre-tension is in the seatbelt itself, not in the actual line like most cars. So yeah, we've got those to do as well, and I think that is pretty much it. Right, so whilst we've got the car off the ramp, obviously we can open the doors fully, so the seat's out, seatbelt tension has changed. is the first thing we shall do. So I'm going to get this out of here without damaging anything. Because I'm a pro and the doors are massive and I'm stuck. That was not like these Recaro seats, very heavy. So this is the bad boy that we need to be replacing. So let's just get on this side, a lot easier. So I've got my new second ham on here. Look, hopefully it's just a straightforward, easy swap. So I've just put the seat back in and plugged it all back in, and I've just started the computer up just to make sure that that code is now gone. And we can see I've brought up the airbag system here, and we've got driver's seatbelt here. Look, we can see, look, it says previously set DTC, not present at now, basically. But if we look at the passenger one, it still says present at request. So if we just click clear DTCs, and it should just remove the driver's one and leave the passenger one. Let's have a look. And there we go, look, yeah, cool. So we've just got impact detector. I don't know if I can get rid of that actually. I don't know if removing that will get rid of that. I'm not sure if we need an airbag module reset or a new airbag module. I don't know. But cool, that's the driver's one done. So let's now repeat process for the passenger side. Now a bit of an update, I've plugged in the passenger side airbag on the seat and then cleared the code, and that code did go away. But the code for the impact, the crash in the airbag module itself, that remained, and it still said MIL operative on the dash. And as you can see, look, we still have an airbag light on, and we need to now reset the crash data from the airbag module. But unfortunately, Topdon wouldn't do it. My diagnostic machine didn't have an option to reset the crash data. It's the first time actually I haven't been able to do anything through that. Luckily, I have ForeScan from when I had the Mustang. Now, for those of you who are relatively new to the channel, I actually repaired a Mustang a few years ago. So go click in the top right hand corner if you want to watch the series for that. But I've just fired it up and got it all plugged in, and I can see here, look, we have a RCM crash flag reset popped up. So I'm really hoping that this is going to work. So I'm just going to click on that here and then click run service procedure, and hopefully that, sorry, you need an extended license to run this function. Fantastic. What a complete waste of time that was. Right, apparently according to ForeScan website, I can get a 2-month free trial of the extended license. So I'm just waiting for that to come through, and hopefully we can get rid of this light. Right, literally had to fast forward to the next day because the code took ages to come through. However, I have been able to get a free 2 months trial for the extended version of ForeScan. I have just uploaded to the system. So I'm now back into crash date flag reset, and this bloody better work because I've wasted a lot of time doing this otherwise. So let's press go. Yes. Yes. Crash sound, crash, oh bloody, I can't even speak. Crash reset counter 1. That means it's the first time it's been done, so that's good because you just said you can do it up to 5 times. So let's just turn the ignition off. Continue. Okay, back on. I really hope this works because that'd be absolutely epic. Cool, service procedure completed successfully. Beautiful, right. So now if we go to DTCs, RCM, right, how do we do this? Read DTCs. I think it's in the right one. Okay, can't read it, fantastic. Right, I've done it. No airbag light on the dash, and Control faults, none. It says error because you have to flip between high can and low can on these. It's a bit complicated, but we have no faults in the system whatsoever. Airbag lights out. So thank you, Forscan. You have saved my life. So right, that is now all airbags done, and that should be now actually everything electrical done. So let's move on to the bodywork. Now with the RS up on the ramp, we can concentrate on the lower things, and that is the wheel arch liner, that cap there, the fog light and the surround. Now moving on to the wheel arch liner, this is where it gets a little bit more interesting. Now for those of you who watch Evil GT as well and his Focus RS, you'd have found out that the wheel arch liner for the RS is actually two Focus ST ones bolted together. Now if you want to order a Focus RS one from Ford, you'll be looking at around about £600. Now you can actually buy the Focus ST one for I think about £65 each, and this is what I have left over from my RS one, which is actually been from the factory cut and shut like that. I mean, you'd think that that was an absolute hack job, whoever made this. It looks like a complete bodge job, but that is actually how it comes from factory. And what we need to do is we have our one wheel arch liner here. We need to actually cut about 3 or 4 inches off of that one, and then we need to cut about 6 inches off of this one, and then overlap them like they've done on this, marry them up, and that gives us slightly wider extensions from the ST. So that is what we're going to be doing next, and then we can obviously get that all in position, and just before we fit it, we'll fit our fog light grille too. So yeah, it's a bit difficult because obviously it's a round, nothing's square, so I think luckily I do have this, and I can see my edges and they are nice and straight here and nice and straight here, so I think I'm just going to measure this gap and keep it the same all the way around, cut it, and then I'll have to measure this gap between here and here and do the same on this bit, and then obviously overlap them in. So I need to go find a pen that's actually going to work on black plastic and then start cutting. Well, that's that one strip removed off that one. Pretty happy with my freehand, to be fair. It's gone quite well. So I'm just going to move on to this one now, and I need to take, again I'm going to do it freehand. I'll measure that, but it looks about 6 or 7 inches. So I need to take 6 or 7 inches off of this side, and then obviously yeah, cut that out and then marry them up. So it's not too bad so far. This is actually going rather well, and I haven't cocked it up yet, which is a plus. So now I've just got to get rid of these 2 tabs here, this one and this one, and I've got to use the bit of cutout from the first wheel arch to cover that up. So obviously you can see it there again as well. So I need to go move a little bit further along and yeah, cover that up. And then I think that's pretty much it. Then we've just got to test fit it to the car. And once we've got it in the right location with all the bolts, then I'll drill through here and pop rivet it all up. It's going well, too well. Right, now I've got the wheel arch liner all in position. I've got 2 bolts in at the back, and I've got the locators in on this side as well. I'm now just going to use my drill, and I don't think there's anything major behind it. I'm just going to drill some pilot holes just so we can get, just tuck that in. Well, that's the wheel arch liner all now pop rivet up, so that's ready to go. So I've just popped it back off a minute so we can drop the bumper down so I can get my last few remaining clips in. So just new bracket there so we can get the bolts in, because I only had 1 bolt either side. So I've just put the 2 new clips in. So the bumper can now go back on. I've just got to fit our fog light grille and trim that elusive trim that we've been waiting so long for. That'll be going on in a moment. And I've got a few new parts here as well. So I've got a new front under tray. The rear one is over there. And I've also got my cannon canards, my extension pieces, which cost an absolute fortune. I've actually got one there, it's actually okay. So I think there's 4, so I think one goes there, 2, 3, and then the 4th one on the edge there. So I've got them all now, 2 used ones and 2 new ones for the middle front. What else have we got? Oh, I've just spent £350 on that under tray, one of the canards, and nuts and bolts, because I just wanted to do it all so it's factory. So I've bought all new screws for the wheel arch liner, fog light trim, fog light as well for this side, 4 new genuine bolts for that, and the front under tray as well, genuine bolts for that. So, and I've also bought this trim that goes up the top here. So yeah, I'm basically just going 100% factory, even down to the bolts. Now it's going to get this new side skirt extension on as well, and it actually clips in here and has an adhesive strip to it. So let's get that fitted. And I think we've got to do this right first time, otherwise oh, that has fitted like an absolute glove. Right, so I've just been cracking on, and yeah, I want to get this done by the end of tomorrow ideally. So everything is now in position here, wheel arch liner all bolted in with the new bolts all around here, all bolted to the bumper. We have the new under tray fitted as well, and we've got our canards all in position in here as well, so they're looking good. All the under tray bolts all in, and again canards all looking sweet. So that is the underside now done. And another piece to the puzzle, just removed my broken trim here, which was a one piece which goes over the wing and over the washer reservoir, and we have our new one piece here. So I just need to tuck it under, I believe. Right, because time is of the essence, I have just been cracking on with this, and I've now fitted everything to the car. Front panel on, windscreen scuttle panel on, windscreen wipers on, that little panel trim on there. I've just checked everything, everything works. The only thing I haven't been able to do, I don't know if you can see it, but my little headlight washers cap here, look, I've got it, it's a brand new piece, but I just haven't been able to get it painted in time. So as soon as the car's MOT'd, that little thing there will be getting painted just in time for the winner. So now the car is, guys, it should be now 100% complete. I have just, 99, I've got to go home and get that side trim because I left it in my garage, I keep forgetting about it. So I'm gonna go do that. And yeah, the car is, for the first time, complete, and we're going to be taking it on its first road test. So, boom. And there she is, now fully completed. Shame about the weather, it keeps on off raining, so the car isn't dry, it keeps getting wet, but nonetheless it still looks absolutely awesome. And I really don't want to give this away, I'm not gonna lie, but as I keep saying, it's no use to me. It will end up just sitting there most of the time, so one of you guys can enjoy it. But let's just take a moment. I really am loving this color. I don't know why, I don't know if it's just because it stands out so much, but it's just such an aggressive, nice looking car. and from every angle is just aggressive, and it's just epic. But she is now all good. So there's our new, basically our new wing, decal, a little bit of side skirt, wheel arch liners all done, wing there, new front bumper, original bonnet actually, it just got repaired, new windscreen, and all the bits behind, all the gubbins behind, new washer bottle, new steering pump, etc. And interior wise, we ended up doing, I did have it all clean once. These bucket seats are absolutely immaculate, apart from a little bit dirty there, but just clean up. But the interior is immaculate as well. So we had new airbag and new dash fitted too. Interior is just as good as the exterior. The rear seats, I don't think they've even been sat in. And that, guys, oh, I've just got to refit my trim there, because if you remember, I've got a dummy OBD port on this. So, but yeah, that is the Focus done, guys. And the last remaining thing to do is get it MOT'd, and also take it for, weirdly, the first ever road test. And I'm that confident that I'm just going to go straight to the MOT centre. Right, guys, jumped inside. I am ready to go. Let's do this. First road test. No warnings on the dash. Seatbelt working good. Click. Let's give it a go. Oh, this is so weird. Can't believe I've had this car for this long and not driven it on the road. 5 pop. It's got 400 horsepower as well. Keep forgetting it's got a Jam Sport 400 package on it, so 400 horsepower all through the front wheels. I believe, jogging my memory, this has got the Revo knuckle design, I think it is. Ooh, I'm out. Yeah, it's a very subdued system on this. I guess it's a Miltec non-resonated. Good so far. No knocks and bands, no pulling. Engine sounds good, gearbox works. Right, let's just head down my favourite little B road to the MOT centre. Quick, and it's, to be fair, handling the power well. God, yeah. Yep, it is quite quick. Jeez. Third gear pull. Let's just head back. Hardly any wheel spin. This hooks up so good. Oh, what a car. I cannot believe how well that puts the power down. That was full boost in second, and I got a very slight wheel spin just as I was changing gear. And it didn't torque steer at all. Like, the Astrovix on Nürburgring, even with 300 horsepower, would rip your arms and shove you into a ditch with the torque steer. This handled it, I'd have thought, if I'm honest, 4-wheel drive. That was epic. If someone wants to take the cash alternative, absolutely fine with that. In fact, I would openly encourage it. Oh, a bit more slip there. Woo-hoo. And I've just got back from the MOT centre, guys, and weirdly the test got postponed because they had a problem with the MOT machine, so they couldn't do the test. So really bit of a bitter end to the video. However, while I was there, I said, well, can you just look at it, do like a pre-MOT anyway, because I don't want there to be any advisories on this car. So I got them to have a look at it, get on the ramp, and basically do an MOT without it being official, and they confirmed that there would be no advisories when I present it for test. So I'm going to take it back for test in the next couple of days, and yeah, she's going to pass no advisories. So I have kind of got an MOT, just not officially, and that is going to be the end of the Focus RS, guys. What a car this has been, what a journey this has been on this one. And yeah, it just looks epic. And don't forget, guys, you can win this car for just £1.99, and the draw will be just before Christmas. And if you want the cash alternative instead, 15 grand, you can have that. Now, I think in the thumbnail I put, how much did this car cost me to repair? And if I'm honest, I don't care, because it needed to be repaired regardless of cost. It has been. If I were to guess, I would say just north of 20 grand all in, but I don't really know. And I don't really care, because the car has been epic and it deserves to live on. So I hope you did enjoy this journey, guys. I hope you did enjoy the Focus RS. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already and you are new to the channel. Go grab your tickets, and I'll see you in the next video, which is going to be back on the T-Roc. Cheers, guys.